Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up, up yours. Good stuff. Do your thing. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that is so nice, darlings. That is, oh, I've missed that. Oh, God. Oh, we're back with the good stuff, darlings. As I told you, the offer is back on. The good stuff is 4 pence per bottle cheaper than the not so great cheapo stuff. So get yourself out there, get some. Neil, your newly developed taste for dry white wine, get your ass down to your local Sainsbury's, buy a case of this. It's reduced from 8.50 to £7, and at the moment, oh God, oh, and at the moment it is 25% off when you buy 6 bottles or more. That works out. I'll save you doing the mathematics. That works out at £5.25 for a bottle of the really good stuff, and the cheap stuff. Here is my bottle from last night. That's £5.29 on an Aldi price match. So 4p cheaper. Sorry, darlings, 4p cheaper, not 5p. But my God, I do recommend it wholeheartedly. Good evening, my lovelies, and a very warm, wibbly, wobbly welcome to Tuesday Night Live. It is my great joy and delight to be back with you in your delectable company. And I'm going to see you through till midnight, at which point we will wave goodbye to Tuesday and we will welcome in Wednesday, hump day, darlings, middle of the working week. And the week has only just started. Of course, like today is the first day of my week. Monday for me is like Sunday for you guys. But there we are. So, and we can talk about anything you like. I've had a particularly good day and a particularly wine burpee and a particularly awful day. And I may well tell you about both aspects of that, but it's not all about me. It is. It's not all about me. It's about you, lovely people. And of course, I would love to hear about. Sorry, I'm running my hands through my hair because a momentous thing happened in my bathtub. What a dreadful Americanism that is. Uh, yeah, there was a milestone moment in my bathroom tonight, darlings. Now, if you cast your minds back a million years, then Neil and Sophie came to stay with me. Yes, they took up the guest cupboard, and as is their wont, when they go shopping and they get some bits and pieces and some odds and some sods, and they feel sorry for me, so they often leave some bits and pieces. And Sophie left some of the really expensive, I think it's Alberto Balsam, shampoo and conditioner. And it's been sitting there in my bathroom ever since. I've been using my cheap stuff that came from Poundland or B&M or, no, it's neither of those. What's it called? Home Bargains. That's right, Home Bargains. Yeah, I've been using some stuff, shampoo and conditioner mixed. It's about 79p a bottle. I bought 2 bottles of it or whatever it was, and I've been using that. Well, yesterday, darlings. Oh, thank you, Jimmy Quinn. Excellent video, Boaty and Paul. Thank you very much indeed. Yesterday, darlings, that finally ran out. So tonight I used Sophie's lovely separate Alberto Balsamic shampoo and conditioner, and it's left my hair feeling wonderful. I can't stop running my fingers through it. Oh, God. I banged some on my pubes as well. I bet they're lovely. I'll run my fingers through those later on. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I think I was banging on and saying that I'd like to hear about your day and how you've been and what you've been up to and what you've been eating, all of that. And we can talk about anything else that you care to name, darlings. First cab off the rank tonight, in terms of the old commentatos, was Lord Stiff Upper Lip. And I imagine there may be some song lyrics coming our way. I can't remember the tune. Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away, on my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Sesame Street, there's a blast from the past. Jimmy Quinn is with us. Good evening, Boaty and all. The fantastic Peter P is here. Good evening, Honourable Boaty and all. Good evening, Honourable Community. The wonderful M11 is here. Good evening to my favourite Reverend, and good evening to my favourite Lemon. Please, will you pop over and read me a bedtime story? Certainly, as soon as I finish this, I'll head off. Hope all is well in the community on this damp evening. And Peter P says, good video today, Emma Lemon. I would also like to go swinging in the woods. I watched the first 5 or so minutes of it immediately before the live stream now, and I will look forward to watching all of the rest. I find Emma's videos compulsive viewing, actually. On my compulsive viewing list at the moment is my top 3, my podium is Harry's Garage, obviously, he is the man. The lovely Sean and Emma, and I watch every minute of their videos. I watch other videos as well, but those are my compulsive must views right now. I've really hurt my finger doing the swinging, Peter says Emma, but thanks, it was a bit waffly. I seem to have started using YouTube as somebody to talk to. Welcome to my world. If there was nobody there watching, I'd probably still do this. And I wouldn't be behind on the comments. The one and only Neil is with us. Hello all. Hope we were all well and have had a pleasant diurnal anomaly. Everyone except Boaty, he can sod off. I love you too, darling. Andrew Buttigieg, formerly known as Arbus Potter Buddy, is here. A very good evening. He says to everybody, and he names them individually and personally. Simone is here. It's the Boatster. Good evening and hello, everyone. Hello, Simone. Hope you're feeling wonderful right now. Hi, Simone. Are you a pro welder now? Says Emma. I'm good, mate, says Neil. Replying to somebody or other. Enjoying my last week off before starting my new venture on Monday. Yeah, well, enjoy that week and all the very best with the new employment. I'm delighted that you've got more regular hours and more regular days. It means that you and your lovely fiance can settle into, well, a more settled way of life, and I think that will be good for you both. And I'm personally delighted that you're not going to meet an untimely end because you're on the hard shoulder of some motorway at 1 o'clock in the morning and some drunken twat decides to drive into you. I'm glad to know that you're going to be relatively safe in a nice garage, and unless one of the ramps falls on top of your head, you'll probably be okay. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I've missed you. I have. Yes, I cheated on you. Yeah, it was but you know, it. She was nothing compared to you. Dear. Good luck on Monday, Neil, says Emma, and I'm sure everybody feels the same way. The lovely Sean is with us, with his normal cheery greeting, another day closer to the grave. Oh, God, yes, indeed. Oh, that's cheery, Sean. Thanks for that, says Emma. Neil, oh, right, okay. Thanks, Emma, says Neil. A massive case of what the hell is who owns the garage? It's 2 guys called Jason and Paul. There you go. The universe intended you to work there, Neil. I'm cold tonight, says Emma. The first night that I've been cold since the spring. Chin up, Chin up, another day closer to the grave. Well done, Peter P. Captain Mustard has popped in the middle of his editing, presumably. I've seen this guy before somewhere. Hello, Mustard. Hello, my lovely hairy friend. How is Wilma? How is Wilma? Wilma is now officially my favourite dog. She's lovely. She really is lovely. And I'm not working for Boaty and Mustard, says Neil. It's just a massive case of meant to be. Exactly. He's that gay guy who keeps stalking you every Monday and secretly wants to podgy you, Paul. Oh, and hello, Mustard. Oh, God, it's pretzel time, says Emma. If you do one thing today, says Tracy Cardiff, channel member, hit the like button, and 19 of you have done exactly that. And I am most grateful indeed. Batman Ruben is here. That's wonderful. What does that say? It's it Wednesday, Sean. What? Do I need my glasses? It's it. Oh, God. I don't like putting my glasses on. It makes my eyes go all funny. But I will admit, it does magnify the small words. Hold on. It's it Wednesday. Or maybe that's it IT Wednesday. And it is going to be IT Wednesday, darlings, in a sense. And I will probably come onto that later. That is the good part of the day. The bad part of the day means well, it's probably going to involve a custodial sentence. I will come on to that later, darlings. Oh dear. Good evening, the Reverend Blue Jeans. Oh, nice one, Alan Simpson. The Reverend Blue Jeans is what my father always thought Forever in Blue Jeans was called and what the lyrics of the song were. Good evening, the Reverend Blue Jeans and honourable community. Greetings to you, Alan. Hope you are very well. No, I haven't done a number 2 in the bath, Neil. Ian Hully is with us. Ian, I meant to reply to your message, my dear chap, and I completely ran out of time. Evening, Boaty. Did you manage to call at the clearance centre and get anything nice for the cottage? No. And I will tell you why that didn't happen today. I will also tell you why it's not going to happen tomorrow, but it should happen on Thursday. That is my thing that I've got penciled in for Thursday. It was supposed to happen today. It didn't. Instead, I got very angry and went and did something that apparently I'm being reported to the police for. I will explain. Got to be me. Oh, the lovely Sherry. Hello to all. Hope you all have pleasant days. I'll be watching but not commenting. I notice you're not commenting. I'm barely getting my legs to work and my mind and my soul continuing to take care of problems that my soul go away. Oh, Sherry, we're all thinking of you, darling, and we're all wishing you all the best. The fantastic Mark Passad is with us. I'm just getting an ongoing buzzy winegasm in the base of my bread basket, darlings. My alcohol system has been unaccustomed to the good stuff for a little while, hasn't it? And it's loving it. It's loving it. All of my joy receptors in the bread basket are bristling. They're bristling, darlings. That's what they're doing. They're bristlings. They're bristling. Don't pluralize out. Don't pluralize. Oh, for God's sake. They're only words. Everybody else manages them. What makes you so special? Aren't the roses beautiful? They've kind of already blossomed. They look even nicer on the windowsill. I adore them. I'm sticking with roses from now on. They look so much better, and I love that color. I would actually, and this is me, the world's most enthusiastic smoker, I would be willing to go without a packet of cigarettes once a fortnight to pay to have those nice roses on the table. It's £5 for 2 bunches from Safeways, and 2 bunches will do the little vase here on the table and the big vase up on the windowsill. You'll see those tomorrow, darlings. Well, no, you won't. You'll see them the day after. Because tomorrow's video, I'm planning to do another bit of my life story. Having done the sporty bit, I thought I'd do the, and I've done the last bit. How did I come to work in the Nepalese restaurant? I'm going to do the in-between bits, darlings, and I'm going to do them in stages. And it's something that I can do when I haven't got time or inclination or suitable weather to get out of the cottage. So tomorrow's video is going to run on directly from when I was forced to retire from my athletic career. And the video will be, how did I become a publican stroke restaurateur? And so that will take you from the time of coming off the bike in my late teens. Well, the latest in my late teens. I was just about to turn 19 when I had to retire. And that will take you through to the age of about 22 or 23, which is when I started at the classic and sports car dealership and auction house. So yeah, tomorrow's video will cover those 3 or 4 years, during which time, completely by accident, I ended up running a chain of pub restaurants. And then there'll be the video of how did I come to run a classic and sports car dealership and auction house. Then there'll be a video about how did I become a professional vocalist. And then there'll be a video of how did I go back to running a bloody classic. And then there'll be one on how did I get into corporate promotion. You get the idea. And then there'll probably be one, there'll be another one saying, how did I come to live in 4 different continents in the space of a couple of years and all of that sort of thing. And well, anyway, we'll worry about all of that later on. The point is that tomorrow there will be a life story video because some of you seem to quite like them. Free the sausages. Free the sausages. Oh dear. I haven't actually got any sausages in stock at the moment. I might free a pie from the freezer for lunch tomorrow. I haven't absolutely decided on lunch tomorrow. Now, I did say that I was going to cook some fusion noodles for you, but then I remembered it's Wednesday and that's midweek roast day, and I've got a potato that's crying out to be mashed. I think tomorrow could be, darlings, it could be pie, mash, green beans, and a rather nice gravy. That's what tomorrow could be, my loves. And we'll do the noodles on Thursday because, midweek roast has to be done. Good evening, mystery caller.
It's the Boaty.
It's Sophie. Hello,
Sophie. My dear.
I didn't save your number, did I? I said I was going to.
No, you still haven't saved it. It's disappointing, this is.
It is really, isn't it? I'm utterly crap.
Joking.
No.
Are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a massive disappointment to the world in general. I've been disappointing people for 64 years. I'm too old to change. How are you, darling?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, I'm delighted to hear it.
Yeah, doing good. I'm just glad that Neil's got his new job and he's going to be a bit more safe, because I know that obviously you message said that he's going to be a bit safe because it only come on when you were speaking about it.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm just so glad he's happy. He's getting himself back on a good routine.
That's good.
Hopefully now it'll be better because he can do more interactive stuff on the weekends because he'll be free to do things with the family.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly. So yeah, hopefully it will be a massive positive all round and a positive for you as well, because
I'm still looking for jobs and I'm obviously still just keeping applying. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
But I have had my coach call me today to say that I might have an interview for Boots because they applied. They advertised a job and they're still taking on some people to do interviews. So cross fingers and toes for that.
Absolutely.
And so everything's just looking really positive. We've had a lovely night. We've had our friends over.
Fantastic.
We had pudding. We had chocolate fudge cake and strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, get you.
And then for tea, we had, well, it kind of fucked up because I fucked it up, but it was all right in the end.
There you go.
Fajitas for tea. So,
nice. God, I haven't had fajitas since I was married.
Oh, fajitas are the best. You can't beat them.
Oh, there you go.
I was going to say also, I do love your roses. They are beautiful.
Aren't they lovely?
They are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Super colour. Never seen that before.
Every time you have them, it reminds me because it's my birth flower.
Oh, okay.
So it reminds me when it feels like my birthday's coming up, but it's not. It's not till June.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll be here before you know
lovely. They're really lovely.
Oh,
Who bought them? Did you buy them, or did someone give you
them?
I bought them.
No, I bought them. I bought them on the way back from the yard yesterday. You know.
How's Paul? How's Paul?
You know where we stop in Chapel at the Safeways in Chapel. Yeah, I just went there and grabbed him from there.
In the chapel. Lovely.
Mustard is fine. He's loving the new woof woof.
I was about to say he's got a staffy, hasn't he?
It's a bulldog cross Labrador.
Oh, it's beautiful. I did see a picture. I was like, oh, how cute. But no, I will say hello to everyone because I know everyone's probably watching. So hello everyone, and I hope you're all having a lovely night and keep you warm.
Oh, that's nice.
But no, I will let you go, darling, because you've got to catch up on the comments and have a lovely night.
You too, sweetheart. Lovely to speak to you.
Right.
Love to Neil.
Lovely to speak to you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Oh, the lovely Sophie. That's grand. Oh, what's that? Oh, yes. Well, there we are. So I've forgotten what I was talking about now. Was I talking about lunch tomorrow? I might have been. Let's pour another glass of that delicious wine. Yeah, so that is kind of the potential food plan. Anyway, today for lunch. Oh, today was a weird lunch because, yeah, everything went badly today. Bad things happened, and left me. So I didn't enjoy my lunch today because I was still a bit wound up and emotional. I will tell you about that if I have time. If I don't, then it's going to be in tomorrow's video. And tomorrow's video, just to warn you, is as in the one that's coming out tomorrow. Obviously, I made it today. It's nothing like what I planned. So I just explain why the video is a bit shit, really, and I'll tell you what happened today, and tell you about my impending close encounter with Her Majesty's Constabulary that I've been promised. Oh dear, you have to laugh, don't you? Anyway, let's get on with some comments. Did we say hello to Mark Prasad? I think we did. I hope we did. Oh dear, this isn't a good start. Jimmy F500. I'm on a bit of a downer today. We're sorry to hear that. My speech therapist has decided to discharge me. And I wasn't expecting it to affect me. Oh well, hope it's only temporary. I hope. Gosh, well, I mean, what's the reason behind the discharge? Is it presumably you feel that you still need the therapy? And are they saying that no, you don't need therapy, you're okay anymore? Or is it something other than that? Oh, well, either way, Jimmy F, I hope your spirits lift. If not tonight, then in the morning. New World in the morning and all that. I could do with a speech therapist to teach me how to talk again after all of my teeth fell out. I hate listening to myself now. I used to have a nice speaking voice, and now I'm all just lispy and spluttery, and I'm like a cross between Jonathan Ross and Roy Hattersley. And I must say, Roy Hattersley is a lovely chap. Rockin' Roy splatters me Hattersley. Lives locally, lives in Great Longston. I used to see him every morning walking his dog, and he was an absolute gentleman. Hopefully he's still alive. Oh, God, I hope he's not spending time being dead for tax reasons. Anyway, there we are. Hope you feel better, Jimmy F. And all of that kind of thing gets sorted out. Added volume and bounce, says Andrew Buttigieg. It feels amazing. Honestly, I can't stop fiddling with it. Do you know that feeling when you suddenly realise, oh, I haven't done that before. That feels nice. I'm going to keep doing it, and I shall do it again tomorrow. Oh God, there's a subject for well, actually, it's not a suitable subject. You lot need to keep me off unsuitable subjects. Thank you, Sean. Rocking Roy splatters me Hattersley is still alive and breathing, aged 91, and hopefully he's still in his beautiful cottage just up the road in Great Longston, or as I used to call it, Long Greatstone. Yeah, I was about to talk about something that I really shouldn't talk about, and you lot have got to stop me doing that. Apparently, we spent a considerable part of last night's live stream talking about a fellow YouTube content creator's chesticles. Now, thank God she's got a sense of humour. And she watched the live stream this morning, having been alerted to the fact that she was one of the major subjects within it, and claims to have found it hilarious. And my YouTube channel hasn't been closed, so presumably she hasn't reported me. But we must stop doing that sort of thing, darlings. Some things should be off limit. Boaty's bouncing bollocks, says Peter P. And Jimmy F says hello. I think Boaty needs to get his hands on some matey bubbles, says Alan Simpson. Oh God. The things that used to go on in teenage baths underneath matey. Oh, it doesn't bear talking about. Mr. Beatty bath time bubbles was huge here in Oz in the 70s, says Andrew Buttigieg. Has Emma taken the place of Dan's Bangers, Boaty? Well, Dan's Bangers has kind of let me down. He just gave up on uploading content some while ago. So yeah, I've had to go elsewhere. I would have been loyal to the lovely Dan of Dan's Bangers. I would have been very loyal indeed. But if you look at his channel, he's not been uploading content, and I'm gutted about that. In my mind, Dan of Dan's Bangers was the YouTuber. Absolutely superb content. Ish. The visual quality of my videos, says the M11, isn't too good, really, but hopefully they will improve slightly soon. Yeah, well, that's a thing that I need to talk to you all about. Big here in the UK, says Ian Hully, talking about matey. It came in a blue bottle in the shape of a sailor boy. God, yes, it did. Oh dear. Simone says, in response to Emma asking if she is now a master welder, my course started this very evening, just an introduction today. I posted a vlog. He prefers Emma's bangers these days, Peter, says Emma. Alan Simpson says, I thoroughly enjoyed the Mustard and Boaty Do lunch video today. I properly belly laughed during the Barry Shitpea song. You know, it's funny. I've been talking about how the channel generally has been on a bit of an upswing of late. Everything's increased. Subscriber numbers, views, watch hours have gone through the roof. All of that sort of thing, which is wonderful. Wonderful. Part of me is loving it and hoping that it increases. Part of me is loving it and just dreading the fact that it might drop back off again. It's not a massive upswing, but it is a discernible upswing. And I thought today's video will be an interesting case, because I love Mustard and Boaty Do lunch. And I know that some of you do as well, but not many. And Mustard and Boaty Do lunch videos get very low figures historically. All of them. Even the Mustard and Boaty Do lunch with relatively major celebrities, they just don't do good figures. People obviously don't like the format. And Mustard said, you shouldn't record the first half. You should only record the bit after the meal because the first half is always boring. We're just eating. Or you should edit the first half and make it more snappy. And I just love the full length fly on the wall format. I've done it that way since day one. I love it and I've kept going with it. But the video numbers have always bombed. And yet, so I thought today will be a test because my videos have been doing much better numbers than normal. Quite a few of them, well, a few of them, have been, getting up into the almost into the 1,000 plus or over the 1,000 plus in a few cases. And I thought today's video will be interesting because I expected today's video to do 100 to 150 views. That's what they normally do. And I don't think it was doing too badly. Oh, I picked up another subscriber. See, that is amazing. That is amazing. It's done 413 views, having been up since whatever time it was this evening. And it's the second best performing video at this time point. It's the second best performing video of the last 10 after 6 hours and 41 minutes of being online. Beaten only by lunch at the Terrace Cafe at the Heights of Abraham. So that's amazing because, like I say, Mustard and Boaty do lunch bombs. They always bomb. I know some of you love them. They're probably my favorite videos and my favorite moments have come out of them, but they bomb. And yet, maybe it's the new audience my audience is gradually changing. It's moving away from strictly car people and encompassing other people, quite a lot of lady chap type people as well coming in. And I'm really pleased with that. I would love for Mustard and Boaty to do lunch videos to get more views. I love the format and I love the nonsense that we talk. And even with the caravan gone, Mustard and Boaty do lunch will continue. As Tracy pointed out in a comment, it was kind of a bit, I can't remember the word that she used, but the second half was a bit peaky, kind of the end of an era, the end of Mustard and Boaty do cars, the end of the caravan lunches. And in a way, things will never be the same again. But then things shouldn't always be the same. Things should progress. And the one thing for sure is that Mustard and Boaty do cars as a thing might have come to an end. Good evening, caller.
Good evening, sir.
It's Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Wirral, the Leisure Peninsula. How are you, my dear chap?
Not too bad, thank you, sir. How was your day, been?
Awful and brilliant in equal measure.
I noticed that on today's videos, they said they're going to stop doing cars. The ones you got from, but what are you going to do with the ones you've still got left after the yards? What's the name, like the ones you got back at home and stuff?
Try and sell them or keep them.
Why not? You must have do a raffle or something. Make sure you're like some YouTubers, but make sure you're clear to get some kind of profit.
I worry about the legalities of it. I believe that if you do it through a third party, the legalities can be taken care of. And I'm also not sure how well that would work because a lot of people who watch Mustard, they either don't want or can't afford another car. So I'm not sure how many people would actually want to try and win one.
Okie dokie.
You're looking at the one person who wants that particular car.
Oh yeah, because I noticed that when Chops does it, if someone doesn't want it, he has cash, and you kind of get fit in the object because you want to sell it, you want to get rid of it for the cash.
Yeah, but the thing is, Chops has got a hell of a lot more subscribers than we've got. And I'd be perfectly willing to do it. I just don't think it would work. In the same way that I've seen comments on Mustard's videos.
As you said, you can't even get it on YouTube, on on eBay because of the thing.
What thing?
Because you'd want to make your. What was going to say? You set your reserve, don't you?
You can do. You can do. Yeah. We've got plans for the ones that are at the yard. The ones that are here, then there's no pressure on those. There's no pressure on those. I'm not worried about those, and I'm not worried on behalf of myself or on behalf.
What about your idea then? Kind of hire them out somehow.
Yeah, well, that's a possibility. I'm thinking about that.
Because I was watching Steve's cabs. I can't remember what it was, and they had old cars, and they were hiring them out to people in the army and stuff.
Yeah, I've thought about factoring that into all of the Airbnb stuff as a package option.
Yeah, hire the cars. It might be a way just to get a bit of money from it.
But I was going to say that I'm not too worried about them because I'm not worried about them on behalf of the unknown banker, because the ones that are here are all, certainly in theory, appreciating assets. So
it's just a shame you can't get the metro back because that's going up in money.
Well, apparently it's not.
I thought it was.
Yeah, we did too. That's why I bought it. But apparently it ain't. And apparently they're not. Apparently everybody who wanted to buy a metro has now got a metro, and we can't give the bloody thing away. At the moment, as things stand, we are swapping it for a bicycle. And I'm not
joking. The electric one?
Yes.
And that's all right then. You both use that kind of.
And I'm not joking. That is the best deal that we've got on it at the moment. And a bicycle takes up less storage room than a metro.
Okay, I'm surprised. I thought it'd gone up in value.
Yeah, can't give it away.
I know some of them are rock boxes, but that looked a nice one.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. It's only done 23,000 miles. We offered it to a friend of ours at what it owed us, and they said, no, I don't want to pay that much. So what can you do? What can you do? But as I was saying last night, if push comes to shove, the metro can come here, and I'll include it in my perma fleet, and it can just stay here as an appreciating asset. The cars that are here, I'm not too worried about. I'll keep them taxed, insured, MOT'd. They won't cost Mustard anything. They won't cost the unknown banker anything. They're appreciating assets. And if the Airbnb thing works out, then I would probably buy them out of the company and keep them as my personal cars in a personal collection.
Because I know your Rover is going up. Which one is just your sports one?
I haven't really got a Rover sports car.
Trying to which one it is. The one you crashed.
Oh, that wasn't a crash. The ZT190.
Yeah, that's why they're going up in value.
Yeah, they're starting to creep up a bit, and that owes me the right money. Yeah,
because I noticed Tom or something. He was using one daily, and he says now they're starting to go up in value. It'll be time to take it off the road.
Yeah,
buy something else.
No, the plan is that I'm not worried about the cars that are here at the moment, because if the Airbnb thing works, then I'm going to have more money to throw about, and they can just be part of a personal collection. I'll find a barn or a storage unit somewhere to put them, and they can all be gradually restored, and I'll just make them all perfect.
You start your auction days again when you got money?
No, I'll just keep them.
Because that's what I mean. It's like a pension, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. But yeah, that's where we are.
Okie dokie. Any more on your B&B?
No, not really. The building should be in progress at Ripley, but the bloody builders are still AWOL. Texted the landlord the other night, and he said, "Oh, what can I do? The bloody builders And the builders will be coming into Claycross to put in a firm quote in the next couple of weeks. But
And then you'll have a reserve, because you always got to have a reserve, haven't you?
you got to have a what?
You got to have a reserve fund as well, haven't you?
Oh, there's plenty of money in the pot. You know, we're not talking about me here. We're talking about Bishnu and the company, aren't we? There's no problem with money. There's an endless supply of that.
So what wine are you drinking tonight, sir? What wine are you drinking tonight?
Sainsbury's, Taste the Difference Rioja Blanco, and it's fantastic.
Well, you be on the good stuff when you make it big.
No, but this is perfectly good enough for me. I'm happy with it.
What you want?
It's fabulous. Fabulous. And £5.25 a bottle at the moment, darlings.
Oh, that's not bad, is
if you buy 6 or more.
That was funny last night about that woman, wasn't it? About the bangers.
Yes, apparently it was. I've got limited memories of it, but
I rang up and pretended it was her husband, if you remember.
Vaguely.
You were going on about your bangers, and you said, "Oh, that's Mr. Parry." You guessed.
You see, the weird thing, anybody who does live streams will tell you this, and it doesn't matter whether you're drunk or sober. Mustard will tell you that when you do a live stream, you can't remember what happened afterwards. You've just got no memory.
And he just saying how to take it.
Yeah. You open your mouth, words come out, and you know, you hope you didn't say anything that's going to get you sued.
It's like that when you're doing your auctions. You're zeroing out. You're just thinking what's going on there.
Yeah, well,
and after a while, you'll forget each car, won't you?
I was too busy taking shill bids off the fire extinguisher. I almost sold an E-Type to a fire extinguisher once. Thank God. The other guy wasn't going to do the other guy wasn't going to do another bid, and then he changed his mind at the last minute, because that would have been embarrassing, because I'm not sure that the fire extinguisher would have coughed up the deposit, to be honest.
You missed doing that, like? Or do you reckon you got out the right time?
Good question. Yeah, I miss it.
Because I went to a few auction houses back in the day. It's not like classics. You don't really see that many these days.
I miss it, but I wouldn't want to go back to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was, it was, at the time, it was amazing. I couldn't do it now. I'm not hard enough. I'm too soft these days.
I noticed have you ever watched that Matthews auction thing?
No.
That's similar ideas what you were doing.
I bet you it isn't. Well, I don't know. What do they do? What's their business model?
Sell classic cars and in an auction and trucks and everything. That wasn't their business though. I can't remember what the business was originally. They just changed it around and did that. My business model was unique. Nobody else did what I did. I'll talk about that in the video when we come to it. There's a reason why we had a unique stock. We had a unique stock because we had a unique business model. Nobody else. People dabbled with it as, but nobody did it full time, purposely, like I did, and it worked, and it would work again. But you wanted it. It was good at the time. I did notice years ago, my father had a video shop off license. He was due to open another shop. He happened to tell the fella who was selling it, and he told his brother and stole his ideas, and then rang up and said, "I'm not selling in the shop now." Oh, okay. Because he stole the idea. Yeah, well, people do that sort of thing, don't they? Yeah. Anyway, Sarah, you have a good evening. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, I had a crumbling sausage and chips and beans today. Crumble and sausage? Crumbling sausage. What in the name of Bernard Bumcheeks is crumbling sausage? Sorry, well, you know, crumbling sausage. No, never heard of it. Oh, yeah, that before. Crumbling. I think it's the way I'm saying. Cumberling sausage.
Cumberland.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
I thought you were saying crumbling. So sausage, chips, and beans. Then anybody got a community snap with? I've got a snap with you. I had chips.
No problem, sir.
I had some curry that was lurking in the fridge, not staff curry, another random curry that I ended up with. And I thought, oh, I'm not bothered about lunch today. I'll eat that. So, yeah, I had that with chips. So that is a community snap.
You'll see him weird at the yard there without the caravan.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's the video these days where you sit and chill out.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I told Mustard this on Monday, I said, I'm not going to the yard over winter. Without the caravan there, then the yard, that's why I wanted the caravan in the first place. The yard is a horrendous place in winter. So
it's a shame for him as well because he could have sat inside. I know what he's got to because he's got to get rid of the spaces, as he said in his video, and you've said as well.
No, but he never used it. I assumed that he would, but he never did. The only time the caravan ever got used was when I was there, and or guests were there. Mustard never ever used it, so no wonder he wants it gone, and no wonder he
might have felt weird though when he was in that on his own now.
I just think he doesn't seem to feel the cold, and he likes to be.
I suppose you don't, to be honest, if you're outside all the time.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I'm buggered if I'm autumn, yes, spring, yes, winter.
I noticed he was living a lifestyle the other day, sitting in the back, doing a chauffeur day in the Bentley.
Oh, was he?
In the video with Steve Berry. The video he did, he was in the passenger seat, and then as they nearly finished, he put him in the back, chauffeuring him around.
I don't watch those, so I watched a bit of the first one, and yeah, so not a clue.
All right, no problem, sir. Good evening. I'll let you carry on your chat.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Catch you later. Mr. Stephen Paddy there from Port Sunlight in the Wirral, which is, of course, the Leisure Peninsula. Right then, darlings, it is now 23:49. We've got 11 minutes left, and I've probably got a hell of a lot of comments to work through. And that's probably going to take up all the time, so I'm not going to have a chance to tell you what happened to me today. I'm not going to be able to tell you about why I was so angry. I'm not going to be able to tell you about the public spectacle that I caused. And I'm not going to be able to tell you why I am assured have been reported to the police and will be investigated for this, that, and the other, and will probably end up in Chokey. But don't worry, darlings. Just watch tomorrow's video and all will be explained. And I will have one more puff on my fagorette, another little swig of this rather lovely wine, and then I'm just going to plow through your comments in the most ruthless way imaginable. I'm going to be like a bulldozer going through bubble wrap. That's what I'm going to be. I probably won't have time to tell you about all of the good stuff today as well, and why it'll be good for Emma and good for you. But yeah, that's all in tomorrow's video as well, so you won't miss out. And this is supposed to be about the community, isn't it? You can get all of my news on my videos. It's nice that we catch up with the community during these times. Splendid. Right, one last little puff. Marvellous. Right, strap in, folks. Here we go. I didn't mean to burp then. Right. Sophie says, hello all, how are you all? And I'm glad that I know that he's going to be safe. Indeed, Emma. Sophie, sorry, indeed. Emma's bangers, says Peter B. Hi, Sophie, says Andrew. Emma says, yes, I loved Matey as a kid. Blue bottle, tapered at the top, looked like a sailor. And there was also a lady version too. The one and only Neil says, to be honest, that happened 4 times working there for 2 years. One was a lorry that missed me. This is talking about being on the hard shoulder and errant drivers. One was a lorry that missed me by about 2 inches. Another one was hearing a car on the rumble strip behind me and clipped me with a mirror. Bloody hell, that's terrifying. The other two were people rubbernecking and nearly hitting the van. Oh, yeah, you're well out of that, mate. I always thought Boaty was a smooth operator, says Alan. Mustard says she's fast asleep, talking about Wilma. Not sure why, though. She spent most of the day sleeping in a Peugeot. Hello, one and all, says Damien Eves, and hello to you. Sorry, just arriving. Oh, you're welcome anytime, Damien. It's a pleasure to welcome you. I didn't know you'd adopted a doggo, Paul, says Neil. I thought she was a lunch guest. No, she's a permanent. Sean says, do we know if the sausages have been released yet? Can someone ask the PM? Right, I've not listened to the news today or yesterday, so I'm not getting that reference. Somebody help me out. Oh, what has bloody Starmer done to the sausages now? Oh, it's not going to be a Jim Hacker and the Euro sausage thing again from Yes Minister, is it? Sherry says, Andrew says, she was modelling the next season of pottering harness for Boaty's approval. Nick. She was. Wilma was wearing a full pottering harness when I arrived at the yard. By the way, I know I shouldn't say this, says Sherry, but after all my misery in the swear house and all the other misery I experienced there, which I'll only return to finish packing, but I'm freezing in this air conditioning. So does that mean you're out of the awful house and you're into a better place, Sherry? I do hope so, because that hadn't happened the last time that we spoke. Good evening, everyone, says Mr. Tickle, Mark on motoring. Matey bubble bath jingle was clean bath, clean kids, clean fun. God. Mr. Tickle, says Emma. Pound in the box, Boaty, says Andrew Buttigieg. I'll do it in a minute. I'm going to work through these comments. Neil says, are you going to do the story of how I became a closet homosexual who stalks a Camp Damp Jesus every Monday? That's a fantastic story / short love story. Some say the next 50 Shades. Yes, Neil, I will do that video. I will do the video of how Mustard and I met and started being Mustard and Boaty. I would love to do that. And just carrying on from a point that I said before about not going to the yard in the depths of winter and the end of Mustard and Boaty do cars. Mustard and Boaty will continue. I will make absolutely sure of that, and no doubt Mustard will as well. It just might not be completely yard-based if I've got anything to do with it. And if I do start making some money, then I'm going to drag the hairy Camp Damp Jesus, kicking and screaming, out of his yard, and we'll go and have some fun. Or at least I'll go and have some fun, and he can watch me. I might drag him to Blackpool, just because I know that he'd hate every second of it. Is there a way we can gift memberships? Asked Damien Eves. There is, Damien, and it does happen quite reasonably regularly. The main thing that you need to know is that you need to be viewing the live stream on a browser, not on a YouTube app. It doesn't matter. You can still be on your phone or on your tablet or anything, but you need to be viewing via a browser because the capability or the functionality is not there on the YouTube app. You have to be on your internet thing, browser, Safari if you're on an iPhone or Internet Explorer or whatever, and you have to do the old-fashioned typey www.youtube.co.uk. If you're viewing it on a browser, all of those things become available. You can become a channel member, and I'm very grateful to all who have. You can gift channel memberships, and I'm very grateful to all of you who have done that. And it's a lovely thing. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite bunga penny in the pot kind of thing, because it benefits the community. It means that somebody who maybe couldn't justify or couldn't afford a membership but watches the live streams and watches the videos gets a chance to be a member, and I love that. So I love the fact that people do, fairly regularly gift memberships, and I'm doubly grateful to them because obviously it supports me and the channel, but it also gives something to the community, and that's why I love it. It's a double-edged sword, darlings. 50 Shades of Boaty, says Andrew. Emma says, Neil, talking about the short love story, there's already a secret video of that kind. And yeah, there is. A video exists of that. And Emma and Matron have seen it. We gave them a live viewing in the caravan when they were up. And we viewed it after lunch and they wet themselves at it. And one of these days, we're going to release it. One of these days. Ian Hully says, could do with a revamped version of This Is Your Life with your good self. They may need to commission a series. Oh, that would be fun, wouldn't there? Have you ever cooked eels, Boaty, asked Alan Simpson. No, absolutely not. I don't eat fish or seafood, so I've never cooked them. Oh, dear. Click on the $sign and the gift membership option is there, says Irma, but I think you've got to be on a browser to do that, I believe. I noticed Caroline commented on last night's live, says Jimmy F500. Presuming you mean Caroline, yeah, she did. Somebody told her we'd been talking about her knockers. There was a bit of a conversation in the comments on one of her videos. And yeah, she watched the live very early this morning and wasn't too offended by it, thank God. Oh dear. Damien says, Boaty, gifting subs is not available, FYI. It is available. People do it quite regularly, but you have to be on a browser. You can't do it on the app. I bet she got loads more subscribers from the boob chat, says Batman Rubin. Well, it's possible. Jimmy Quinn says, Boaty, I told Caroline living in the moment that you are sending her viewers to like her videos. I just had to watch the Barry Shitpeas bit, says Captain Mustard, talking about our video today. I'm so chuffed that video has had over 400 views. It's now 3 of 10, but nonetheless, that's doing amazingly well for a Mustard and Boaty video. Because traditionally, when I appeared on one of Mustard's videos, he loses subscribers. When he appears on one of mine, he gets no views and we lose subscribers. And when we did the channel together, it didn't do very well. As Mustard said to me in a private moment yesterday, he kind of said, just because we're really best mates doesn't mean that we're the best business partners or the best YouTube partners. And it's kind of true. It's kind of true. The friendship has been amazing and will continue to be, no doubt. Everything else we've tried to do together has been absolute failure. But a wonderfully enjoyable failure. I've always enjoyed the Mustard and Boaty Do lunch video series, says Andrew. Some very deep and meaningful conversations have been had in Mr. George Roger Boaty, which is the name of the caravan for those who aren't aware. And yeah, I would agree, actually. Sorry, said Jimmy F500. It has unexpectedly affected my confidence, talking about being discharged by a speech therapist. Who knows why she's ditched me? I thought nothing of it at first, then bang, it hit me. And I can't hide talking. Onwards and upwards, hopefully. Did they not? Were you not told? Were you not given any info as to the reason behind the discharge? I love Mustard and Boaty Does Lunch, says Peter P. Damien says, as someone who comes in and out, I saw in the description, last one in the caravan, but why? I would love to have some understanding. And Emma says, Damien, the caravan is going. And yep, that is the reason. You couldn't give them cars away, bloody old thing, says Jimmy. The backside is falling out of the MG car market at the moment. It's mental, says Neil. I've been offered a Metro with a 1.8 VVC in it for 500 quid. How's the garden, Boaty asked Simone? The garden is beautiful. I am very happy with my new gardeners, and the garden is back to full strength. The gardeners will be doing 1 or maybe 2 more visits before they leave it alone for the winter. But it will be well and truly ready for when the Blot Outdoor Show comes to do a wild stroke stealth camp in it. And if he doesn't come, Emma will. That'd be a fun video. That would be a fun night. Maybe not over winter, but yeah, maybe when the good weather starts next year, maybe we should have a night where everybody comes and camps in my garden. Just a garden full of tents. Wait until the Airbnb's up though. So if the neighbours complain so much I get evicted, I've got somewhere else to live. I think everyone's ZTs and ZTTs are going up in value, apart from mine, says Neil. I paid the right money for it, but due to people crashing into it, it's worth the square root of sod all. Oh, it's a nice thing. Mustard says the electric bike will be quicker than the Metro. Yeah, it probably will. Ian Hully says, Project Nigel, I subscribed to you today, and I'm waiting to hear back on joining your Facebook group. Did Christine get a new home, asks Alan. No, not yet. It's got a potential new home, but the logistics are very difficult because the potential new home is in the Shetland Isles. Now, personally, if my expenses were covered, I would be happy to drive it up there, and I'd make a video on it. It would be a good home for the old girl. I would love her to go there, and I would deliver it. So there you go. If the prospective new owner is listening, I would deliver it, as long as my expenses were covered. Dinner tonight, says Jimmy Quinn, was a KFC 10-piece family feast. Hulk Bogan says you popped up in suggested videos, so I'm just stopping by to say hi from Texas on my internet travels. Well, hi, Hulk Bogan, and lovely to hear from somebody from Texas. I've got friends from Texas. And come back and see us again. Hit the old subscribe button. We do these community live streams every night, and you would always be most welcome. Mustard doesn't feel the cold, says Mark on Motoring. When I was there, only Boaty and my tea were cold. Yeah, that's true, actually. You sang to your little tinkle in public, didn't you, says Peter Pete. No, I didn't. Don't forget to like, says Jimmy Quinn. Sausages, hostages, it's all the same, says Peter Pete. Emma. Oh, I didn't realise this. Emma says, when I gifted the YouTube memberships, I did it through the YouTube app. Oh, okay. So let's see if I can do it. See, when I hit the little dollar sign at the bottom, it only brings up super stickers and super chat. It doesn't bring up channel memberships. Maybe it's different on the Android app, possibly. How much is a container to rent at the yard, Mustard? Asked Andrew. A possible replacement for Roger Boaty. Oh, God. Oh, lunch in a container. Simone has to go to sleep. She's shattered. Good night, everyone. Sometimes, says Mustard, I believe that you're a lovely chap. And then I remember that you're just a see you next Tuesday. The M11 says, Mr. Tickle said good night to Simone, but she actually accidentally deleted it whilst on the toilet. Sorry. Oh, God, you're watching on the bar gamma. Oh, dear. Would mustard become the camping damp Jesus if he came to camp in your garden? Dan still wants Christine, says Mustard. Well, tell him I'll deliver it, or we'll deliver it. We'll have an adventure. We just need our expenses covering. Oh, God above. Right, and I have caught up with the messages, and amazingly, there are 48 of you watching. Now then, I'm not going to go immediately. I will go in 8 minutes from now. I will keep going until midnight. I will have a quick puff. I will top up my wine, and then I will very quickly tell you about today. Full details are in tomorrow's video, but I like to share with you my inner scrotum. You know that. So today my plan was edit the lunch video, did that. It was a very long video in high quality. I knew it was going to take forever to export and upload. I was prepared for that. Then the plan was to go to the post office. I had to send some gloves, two pairs to New Zealand, one pair to the UK, and then I was going to go to the charity shop that that Ian and others have recommended, and I was really looking forward to it. The first thing I did, I decided to take Boo, the Land Rover. The first thing I did was to go and put fuel in Boo because she was very low. When I went and put fuel in Boo, very unfortunately, I realized that Boo was severely damaged on her driver's side, the offside. Now, when I saw that, and it's not huge, but it's unsightly, and it would be a hugely expensive repair. And when I saw that, I just saw red and lost the plot. And all I could think was either when the bus had done more damage than I originally thought, and then I thought I've seen buses again do the same maneuver, and I haven't been able to check the car, and they've done this. And I looked at the damage, and there's blue paint in it. The buses are blue, and I just lost the plot. And I forgot about everything else, and I just drove straight to the bus garage, and I caused a bit of havoc. And I won't go into all the details. They're kind of in the video tomorrow. Cut a long story short, I'm now pretty much convinced that Boo has been smacked up by another vehicle. As they pointed out, there's nothing on either the single-decker or double-decker buses that would cause that damage at that point on the car. They would have caved the whole side of the car in. That's been hit by a sticky outy pointy thing, and the buses didn't have one at the right height. I even inspected the buses, and there's no evidence of damage suggesting that they caused that. But I wasn't wanting to hear that at the time, and I probably went in a bit too hard and a bit too confrontational, and because I went off all half-cocked. Now, to go back, right, originally when I looked at the car and I saw that damage, it was tiny, relatively minuscule, and I thought the bus driver was having a bad day. I'm not that bothered. I'm not going to add to it. I sent that initial WhatsApp message. I never sent the email. I never followed it up. I thought I'll just let it go. Forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's a little bit of a battle scar on an old car. Happens. Don't worry about it. Couldn't be arsed with it. But the damage that I saw today, different kettle of halibut, darlings. So I just went. I didn't think about emailing. Didn't think about anything else. The red mist came down, and I just went to their depot. There's not even a public office there, and I just drove into the yard, jumped out of the car, and started kicking off a bit. Yeah, and it wasn't great. And because I was all half cocked, I had the dates wrong and everything about when I got the video and so on. And the most senior guy there, quite rightly, he was protecting the company and sort of said, well, you know, you're saying this. And he went and checked the things. And he said, look, nobody did that turn on that day. I've checked their tracking. I gave him the wrong day, didn't I? I was all flustered and whatnot. Anyway, cut a long story short, they are now convinced. They are now convinced that I'm a scammer and that I'm trying to do an insurance fraud. I'm trying to defraud them for money for an accident which they didn't cause. Now, obviously, I'm not. I came home in a hell of a tizzy. I calmed down a bit. I took on board what they'd said, and I thought, yeah, it doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. I was just annoyed that they were claiming that no bus had done that right-hand turn, that it's not on their route. They're saying nobody would have done that, and I'm saying, look, I saw it with my own eyes. I've got a video. I showed them the video, and they say, yeah, but you can't actually see the bus turning right, can you? And no, you can't. But the bus would never have been in that position if it had turned left. And I'm saying, look, and I've seen another one since. Oh, so now you're saying you've seen multiple. Have you got a video of that? No, I haven't. It was a single decker. It was blah, blah, blah. And I just got really pissed off with that. And I got more and more angry. And it wasn't great. And I feel very guilty about it because they were all right. They were courteous and professional. And I was angry and a bit too forceful and confrontational. And when I got back and calmed down, I thought, they're right. They're right. There is nothing that suggests that one of their buses caused that damage. I was just so angry that they were denying this and denying that. But that was partly my fault because I gave them the wrong dates, because I just went there totally half-cocked, unprepared. I saw the damage. I was just so angry. I thought, that bastard bus. Now, I'm now 100% convinced it wasn't the bus that has caused this damage. It's got to be another vehicle. God knows what it was. I'm never going to find out. And I've got a seriously biffed Freelander, which I'm annoyed about, upset about. There you go. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but it's in the middle of a massive panel. It would never be a viable repair. And it's, you know, it's gone right. It's put a proper groove in right at the back of the back panel behind, and then underneath the rear window and a bit in the window itself. It's just, I could have done without it, to be honest. But yeah, so they've left me in no uncertain terms that they will be reporting me to the police for attempting to pull off an insurance fraud. And he was warning me, you do realise that this is a criminal offence? Oh, I don't care what you do. Blah, 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 blah. It was all a bit unfortunate. And as you'll see on tomorrow's video, once I'd calmed down and chilled out a bit, I felt a bit bad about it all. And quite frankly, I behaved like a bit of an arse. And on the video, I apologized to them deeply and unreservedly. I sent them an email saying that further on, look, I absolutely maintain that I witnessed 2 buses doing that maneuver, which is highly inadvisable and frankly dangerous. But I accept that almost certainly in the balance of probabilities, it was not a bus that caused the damage to my car. As far as I'm concerned, that's an end to it. But if you want to carry on and report me for and start a police investigation for potential insurance fraud, then, you know, go for it. You're entitled to do that. So we'll see if I get a reply to the email. They obviously took it fairly seriously because, oh yeah, this is the other thing. when I got back home, that video had had a load of views, all in the last 60 minutes. And I had 2 applications to join the Facebook group from employees of the bus company. And I doubt that they wanted to join the Facebook group because they're massive fans of my channel. They took videos of the car and pictures of it. It's got Boaty's World stickers on it. You know, they're easily going to find the... It could have, Sean. It could have. I'm never going to know. Sean's asking if it could have been in the card over. I'm never going to know, and I'm just going to have to live with it. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, people trying to join the Facebook group, and it's not because they're fans of the channel, obviously. They're trying to do a little bit of digging and see if they can find out if there's any basis for... yeah, and they said they were going to get an investigation to see if I've got a history of claiming insurance frauds, or all of that sort of thing. Which at the time I found outrageous. But now, thinking back with a cooler head, then I think, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You probably did the right thing. So there you go. That's the bad bit about today. The good bit about today, and I will cut this short because time is marching on. Excuse me. I went through, after last night's live stream and talking about phone upgrades and sorting Emma out with the live stream, all of that sort of thing, I properly went through all the details on the Vodafone website. I'm out of contract in a week or so. You know what it's like when you're going to be out of contract. They offer you really amazing deals to take on another contract. My iPad was finishing, blah, blah, blah. So Emma did want the iPhone X to try and sort out the live streaming issue, the joint live streaming issue, all of that. So I properly went through it last night, got a pen and paper out, did all my sums and everything. Didn't do anything last night, went to bed. This is all in tomorrow's video as well, so you'll see all of this. This morning I got up and I went through all the figures again, made sure that they were all correct. And the upshot of all of this was that if I took out a new contract with Vodafone, I was going to stay with them anyway. Absolutely no question. I've been with Vodafone since 1994, non-stop. 94, something around there. So the top and the bottom of it was that with the iPad contract finishing, with the deal that they were willing to give me, by making sure that I was on the smallest airtime package, I could have a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, which for the YouTube channel would be a dream come true. I could have one of those for £3 per month more than I'm paying at the moment. And so that was a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. £3 to upgrade to a camera that's as good as that is alleged to be is just kind of a no-brainer, because it would mean that I've got a much better filming camera. The iPhone 13, this one, would then become the live stream camera. So the live stream is going to be on a better camera than the one you're looking at me at the moment on. And Emma would get an iPhone, which will hopefully sort out the joint live stream. All of that for £3 a month extra. That was a no-brainer. The only fly in the ointment was that part of the deal was you pay £39 up front for your new iPhone. And guess what, darlings? You know, when have I ever got 39 quid? Sometimes I've got a £5 for some flowers, or maybe even 15 quid for a cupboard to go at the bottom of the stairs. I've never got 39 quid, have I? But I said to him, I said, right, so if I do an upgrade, do you definitely want the iPhone X? You know, you can have it on loan or just have it or whatever. She said, no, I'll buy it from you. What do you want for it? I don't know what an iPhone X with 256k memory is worth. I've got no idea. But yeah, she said, how much do you want for it? I said, £39. And because that would be the upfront cost of the iPhone, right? And she said, well, no, seriously, how much you want? I said, £39. Said, okay, deal. So that's what we've done. I have ordered, I can't believe I'm saying this, I have ordered an iPhone 16 Pro, and it's going to be here tomorrow. So tomorrow night is going to be the first day of the new setup. You are not going to be on that phone, the iPhone 11. You're going to be on this phone, the iPhone 13 that I've been filming the videos on, and you will say it looks great. So that's going to be the live stream, the permanent live stream camera. The iPhone 16 Pro, which is supposed to be unbelievable, according to the blurb, and I believe it because I know that the 15 Pro was remarkable. I know that from people who got them, Sean included. So as of, maybe not tomorrow, but depends what time it comes, but as of the day after tomorrow, then my YouTube videos are going to be filmed on an iPhone 16 Pro, and that is unbelievable. And tomorrow I will be going to the post office to send off the iPhone X to Emma, and that means that as of next Monday, fingers crossed, touch wood, joint live streams will be resumed, and Emma's got a separate filming phone which will film in 4K at 24 FPS, and it's got a massive memory, so she can keep a load of Nicki Minaj on there. So that's the good thing about today, darlings, and I'm really excited about this phone rocking up tomorrow. And I don't even feel selfish about it, because it's, as I say in the video, I've justified it because it's £3 a month more than, and that's, I can cope with that. I'm pretty confident I can cope with that. But it's not like a toy. It's not like an indulgence. It's to improve the YouTube channel, hopefully. So, yeah, so that's the good bit about today. It was just the rest of it that was a bit pants. I'm gutted about Boo. I'm absolutely gutted. Gutted. But I also feel a bit guilty that I went into the bus company all guns blazing. Thank God it wasn't any worse than it was. It wasn't really, really, really bad. It just got a bit heated with one guy. The other guys were lovely. One guy, the most senior guy there, quite rightly, and I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, he certainly started off wonderfully. Quite rightly, he stood up for the company, and because he felt that he sniffed a potential scam. So I've apologized to them on the video. I apologized to them on the live stream. I'm pretty damn certain it wasn't the bus that did that has done this latest damage. It's I'm just gutted about it, and I'm gutted that I was a bit of an arse today, and that's all a bit pants. But hey, new world in the morning, and I'm sure it won't be so bad. I will now finish off your comments, and then I'll sod off. Staff supper tonight, you know that. Okay, where did I get to? About here. Yes, I read that one. And that one, I read that one. Right, excellent. A company I worked at years ago, says Andrew, had a container as a makeshift tea room. It wasn't bad, but it needed more light. Well, Gulliver's Kingdom, which is one of my favorite places in the world, if you ever go to the Gulliver's Resort Hotel, they're all containers. They're all containers that have been converted into hotel rooms. And I'm not even joking. Boo was running the place when they arrived and the hotel was set up. I watched them being set up when I used to drop Boo off at work. And they're fantastic. So maybe it's not as daft an idea as it sounds. I can't help it, says Emma. I have IBS. Mr. Tickle, says Emma, Facebook keeps on recommending you to me as a friend. And I have to say your profile photo is rather nice. He is married, Emma, and very happily married. Oh, and Mr. Tickle says, Emma, I'll gladly accept you as a friend. And the photo was taken at a wedding a few years ago. I don't normally look that dapper. Oh, you are a handsome chap though, Mark. You are a handsome chap. Ian Hully says IBS is no joke, and that comes from a fellow sufferer. Sorry, Mustard is just... Mustard says, Rod McCulloch is a bus driver. Boaty, have any of your neighbours got a Ring doorbell? Because if they have, they may have video evidence of a blue vehicle coming past. No, they haven't, Emma. No, they haven't. Oh, and nothing will come of that with the police, Boaty. They won't even deal with serious issues. And you've calmed down and apologised, it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. Emma. I also took down the video temporarily, just in case they take offence to that, because I do say, not in the title, but on the thumbnail, it does say that it was banged by a bus, and it now appears that apparently might well not be the case. So I've made that private for the time being. We'll let everything blow over. Hopefully it will, and then we'll just crack on. Unfortunately, we'll crack on with a Freelander with a sodding great gouge down the side. But what can you do? What can you do? And Neil is saying pretty much the same kind of thing. Ty Spork says, hello, Boaty's World, and hello to you. Thank you for popping in. Batman Rubin is also saying the same thing. The Rosses are too busy jailing people for naughty word Facebook posts. Everybody's starting to say good night. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right, everybody's having to go to the police now. Tracy's been cheating on you, Boaty, with Ben and Sam, says Emma. She's been doing all-nighters. I have indeed, says Matron with a satisfied smirk. Oh, dear. Sorry, I'm just whizzing through these comments. I can't wait to resurrect the Monday Night Live show, says Emma. I've really missed them. So have I, and I think everybody else has too. With all the jingles, says Peter P. Yeah, well, if she does them, yeah. They were funny. They were funny. Yes, Peter, says Emma. And the features and the wine of clack news, etc. He can be happily married and still have a good profile picture. Boaty, says Emma. I'm not a predator. Neil says, I reckon it was an agricultural trailer. That's more the sort of thing, to be honest. The kind of thing that has caused the damage has been a really pointy edge, a really pointy, sharp edge that would stick out enough and put that gouge in when it swung round. So that's what it's going to be. I looked at the buses in the yard. Everybody was really nice in the yard. That's why I feel like a total dick for being such an arse. And yeah, and I apologized to them in the email. I've apologized on the video. I am apologizing here. And I've got a great idea for the title and thumbnail of tomorrow's video as well. I might as well make the best of a bad job and put a bit of humor into it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's exactly what's caused that. A real sharp, pointy corner has done that. And the buses haven't got anything that could have caused that damage. But I was just too angry, and they made me even angrier by saying, oh, no, a bus hasn't turned right there. And I know a bus turned right there. I watched them do it, more than one. They did confirm they're not supposed to do it, but what the fuck? What the hell? There we go. Just tell him you're off your meds and hungover, and a reverend wouldn't do fraud, says Neil. Well, when I did the email, of course, then my emails come with a tagline where, you know, I'll sign off with whatever, and underneath it does say the Reverend J.S. Parry Hughes. So they will be aware if they're not already. And if they've gone to the Facebook group, then they'll have found me on Facebook and have seen that says the Reverend as well. So there we are. Emma says, tell them God told you it was a bus, but he must have got it wrong. Oh, God. Hello, Lee. Oh, lovely to see you. Right, darlings, I'm going to leave you in peace. It's past. We've gone on for far too long as usual, but it's wonderful. I love it. I enjoy it so much. Thank you all, and so many of you, for your company tonight. Do join me tomorrow if you're able to. Same time, same place, 11 o'clock here, Windy Bum. And it will be, of course, Wednesday Night Live. There is a video coming out tomorrow. It's not the best one. I'm sorry about that, but today didn't go as planned. Tomorrow, I'm going to be staying in, waiting for the phone to be delivered. When I know when that's happening, I'll whiz out to the post office and get Emma's iPhone X. Would you like to see it? Would you like to see what the Emma Lumps is going to be broadcasting to you on? You can have a look at it. It's the massive memory one, 256K. You can do the wireless charging on the back. There you go. Look, all wiped. Ready for the new owner. Oh, and there's a case. I remembered I had a nice leather slipcase for it there. So there you go. I'll charge it overnight. I've wiped it. It's ready to go. It'll be in its case. I will wrap it in bubble wrap and I will send it off. Overnight delivery, next day delivery. Tomorrow. So there you go. So it's all good, really, isn't it? It's all good. So thank you again for being with me. Thank you for being with each other. No fraud. The money was just resting in his account. Yeah. There's going to be a Father Ted reference in tomorrow's thumbnail. I'll tell you. Why do I tease you? I tell you everything. There's going to be a few things on tomorrow's thumbnail, but the headline on the thumbnail, not in the title. Right, I'll tell you. The title is going to be, I need the title for tonight's live stream. Anybody want to come up with the title for tonight's live stream? Help me out. The title for tomorrow's video is going to be Apology on the Buses, right? And then the thumbnail is going to be a picture that I'm going to take now of me sort of going, I don't know, just going, I don't know, something. I think something to do. And then there's going to be a picture of Blakey going, I'll have you, Boaty. And the thumbnail headline is going to be, I've forgotten it now. Oh yeah, the thumbnail title on the thumbnail is going to be, I hear you're an insurance fraudster now, Father. I thought that was funny. Anyway, oh dear. So there we are. There we are. Oh, hope you cleared the web search history before you send the phone to Emma. I've cleared everything. It's completely wiped. It's completely ready for a new owner. Dear. I've got to think of a title for tonight. See, I already can't remember anything that we've talked about. You don't remember anything on a live stream. Mustard will tell you. Boaty bangs on about buses. Yeah, that could work. I'll screenshot that. Right then, darlings, I'm going to bugger off. I'm going to get some supper and I'm going to get a little bit drunker than I am now. I'm going to wish you all a safe and peaceful night and hope that you all have the best day ahead that you can and that you are able to squeeze every little bit of joy out of it that is humanly possible. If you've had a bad day today, I hope you have a better day tomorrow. If you've had a good day tomorrow, I hope you have another good. If you had a good day today, I hope you have another good day tomorrow. I'd love you to join me tomorrow, 11 o'clock. I can't do that one, Andrew, because today I found out that they didn't. That'd be the worst thing I could do. They'd sue me for defamation. Take really good care of yourselves. If you've got people who you love or who love you, take really good care of them too. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. The candle's out. It will be relit with you tomorrow. Much love from me, Pachu, and indeed a big yellow bastard bus. Bosh.